Happy Camper Radio.
The Happy Camper Radio Show is back at you again. Hello, everybody. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper. And with that question, we're going to make a happy camper out of you. It's episode 289. Back in the studio with us again is Daniel. Hello.
Hey, here I am.
All right. You've had a busy day today, I understand.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have had a busy week. And
Okay.
I've got another busy week ahead of me because next week at this time, I'm going to be in the sunny South.
We're in the sunny South.
Looking forward to my trip to the Grand Design North Florida Rally in Glen St. Mary, Florida.
Nice.
All right, be down there for an entire week. Looking forward to relaxation, getting up with some rally goers and having some good time. But we'll be talking about that as well as some other things on today's edition of Happy Camper Radio. Stick around for it.
Happy Camper Radio.
And as always, the Happy Camper Radio Show can be heard all around the world by great listeners like yourself. You can find us in the iTunes Store, on Podbean, a number of different podcast directories. There's many of them out there. Punch Happy Camper Radio into the search engine. Most likely you're going to find us there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're on the web 24/7 at www.happycamperradio.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on X. And if you want to see this episode as Daniel and I do it here in the studio, check out our YouTube channel. We're getting a lot of great viewers right there.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And, of course, I watch it, too. And, of course, I got my girl, Sadie. She's right here. She's keeping her distance from you.
She was over here a minute ago. I think she made her first debut a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, well,
she's warming up.
I think she knows when the camera's on, it's time to go hide. Yeah, but anyway, Daniel, we're going to have a great time down there. And I haven't been camping now in probably about 2 months.
Oh, wow.
You know, with all the activities and everything that I've got going on in my life right now, there's no way I could fit it in.
Yeah.
And, I've had this reservation for quite a long time now, and I knew it was coming up. I've been counting down the days on the calendar.
Nice.
And really looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what scares me a little bit right now is the fact for the past 3 weeks, we have not had any rain.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too, Daniel, but I'm beginning to wonder what it's going to be like when I get down to Florida.
It'd be fine.
I hope so. I really do. But, so this entire week, I'm going to be getting the RV prepped and getting my truck prepped and getting ready to go, and I'm going to be out the door next week at this time.
Nice.
Yeah, so look for us on Facebook. I'll be posting some pictures there and giving you an idea of what I'm doing down in the South and relaxing a little bit. But this is going to be the grand hurrah for 2024. So no more camping after this particular episode.
Okay.
And
you've done a lot more than me.
Well, yeah, you haven't been out all that much this year, have you?
No, well, you only get so many days off.
Yeah.
And there's always other things that you have to do.
The other things we have to do. You're going to have them in retirement also, Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. So, it's not going to be, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pack bags and be out the door tomorrow. It doesn't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm looking forward to this. And when I get back, it'll be time to winterize the RV because, we'll be in mid-November at that time and temperatures start to drop.
It's been pretty nice, though, so far. Hadn't been really too cold.
Well, Daniel, on the show today, I want to talk about campfire safety.
Okay.
It's something we haven't talked about in ages.
Yep.
But what prompted this, and I thought about this morning, Daniel, because about 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when my girl Sadie and the cats get me up, and they insist it's time to be fed.
Okay.
All right. So I go ahead and take care of them, and of course I've got a family of ferals outside.
Oh, yeah.
Being good-hearted like I am, like you are.
I think they've grown, and I thought I saw about 10 or 15 of them.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, Daniel, you're a warm-hearted guy when it comes to pets, just like your better half. And
we actually have a cat that comes out to our front porch. We call him Donnie C because he's new kitty on the block.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he comes and eats, and he lets us pet him and everything, but
well, that's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him fixed one of these days, though.
These ferals
I don't know where
out
he goes during the day.
The ferals out here do not want to be petted.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back on the topic here, I stepped outside this morning, and that brisk, fresh air hit me in the face. Now, Daniel, I don't like the heat. I don't like the sun. All right. Now, I stay in the air-conditioned comfort of the RV in the summertime.
Yep.
Unless I'm going to be doing some sort of an activity that requires my presence outside.
Right.
But when I got out there this morning and it was just so nice,
Yeah.
I'm saying to myself, wow, here we are. This is the ideal camping atmosphere for me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's not too hot. It's not freezing cold. And I've camped in the freezing cold temperatures before. But, this is the ideal time, Daniel, to be camping and focusing on an evening campfire.
Yep.
All right.
This is usually when we go camping. We just, so in a couple weeks, we're going to be going out to California to see Rose. So that's going to be like our fall thing we do. But like usually we're usually somewhere around this time, but we've done so many other things this year that, we only have so many days off. So,
Yeah, it's hard to believe, it's been a year now since we were down in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
At Port St. Joe.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was nice.
It really was. We're going to have to go back there.
Yeah, that was nice.
We had great weather while we were there.
Yeah.
And, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got to have to rent that pontoon boat the next time.
We got to rent something.
Yeah. Well,
Test it out.
maybe by next year I'll have my pontoon boat.
There
and
you
we
go.
won't have to focus much on pontoon activity while we're out.
There you go.
But down there, it would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I'm thinking that, because the weather is ideal for a campfire,
Mm-hmm.
this would be a great time to talk about the importance of campfire safety. Now, it's one thing, for you and Deidre to go camping. It's one thing for me to go camping. But, we've got kids around us, too. I'm going back to my younger years right now,
Mm-hmm.
kids love campfires just as much as we do. But they oftentimes don't take into consideration how dangerous they can be.
Yeah.
And, first and foremost, if you're going to go bring campfire wood to the campsite,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to want to purchase that locally.
Yep.
All right. And do not bring it from home. I mean, unless, you're living right around the corner from
Right.
the campground.
I'm always cheap and I get it from around wherever we are.
And that's okay, Daniel.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to a number of the recreation.gov websites, for campgrounds, they'll tell you that, you can go ahead and pick down trees, limbs, and what have you. You can pick them up and bring them to your campsite and burn them.
Yep.
All right. I've oftentimes done that,
Mm-hmm.
and the pickings are pretty slim because I think a lot of people do that,
Yeah.
And the reason being is, the cost of firewood is expensive.
Yep.
A lot of the campgrounds that I have been to, the recreation campgrounds especially,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have very many places around here that sell firewood.
Yeah.
You don't have any, I'm talking about firewood vendors,
Yeah.
that sell these by the cord.
Yeah.
But, what you're going to do is if you're going to want to, purchase your firewood locally, chances are you're going to have to go to a local convenience store
Mm-hmm.
where a small stack, which is going to burn probably within an hour,
Yep.
is going to run you $8 to $10.
Yep.
So it gets kind of pricey.
Yep.
So, if you can go ahead and you find somewhere ahead of time where you can purchase your firewood, of course, talk to the campground host too.
Mm-hmm.
They may have some tips for you. I know there's a couple of those campgrounds that do sell them right there on site.
Yep.
But again, they're the small bundles and they're going to be costly. So, so, what you're going to want to do is definitely, have enough firewood to get you through a number of nights.
Yep.
Pray that it doesn't rain. Yeah, because that will put a damper on your evening
It'll make the
campfire
fire last
activities.
longer. The wood is wetter.
Yeah, if it doesn't work out tonight, it may work out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But getting back to the idea of having a campfire and around kids, you've got to educate the youngsters that these
Mm-hmm.
campfires can be dangerous. I remember as a youngster, and of course I was the oldest of 5,
Mm-hmm.
and we were always camping with our family, and of course we had friends who had kids, and oftentimes what we would do is we would find these big long sticks,
Mm-hmm.
and we would put those sticks in the fire,
Yep.
and the fire on the end would glow.
Oh yeah.
All right,
You
then
whip it around.
and you're whipping it around. Yeah. Oh,
I did that.
Isn't this beautiful? Well, I can remember one time that happened, and they, a spark from that fire or from that stick,
Mhm.
all right, ended up in the corner of someone's eye.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was not a pleasant situation. It's,
Yikes.
it was like, don't do that again. Don't you dare let me catch you doing that again.
Yeah.
All right, so and you keep that in mind, folks. Kids want to have fun, get them around the campfire if possible. And that's a great time to tell ghost stories, and you're good at that.
Oh, yeah, I'm the best.
Yeah. Imagine going to a campground and Daniel is somewhere close by.
Yeah.
Right. And he's going to pull a number of ghost stories out of his pocket, having your kids sleep with an eye open that night.
There you go. Just the way you like it.
Yeah. But, definitely have your firewood handy. Keep it covered, protect it from the elements while it's there. And also, how do you start your campfires, Danny? I'm going to put you on the spot here.
I usually just get a bunch of little tiny twigs and maybe like stack them up in like a teepee look and maybe put some leaves and stuff underneath and set fire to the leaves and try to build it up from there until it's big enough to put the big logs on there. That's usually what I do.
Okay. You don't use any type of accelerant, correct?
I don't think so.
That's the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. There are
Except for
some
leaves.
people.
If it's not going enough, I put more leaves on.
Daniel, there are some folks out there who are uneducated, unexperienced, that want to try this for the first time and do not understand that, putting an accelerant on the fire or on the firewood before you ignite it is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Some people feel because they've got a bottle of charcoal fluid, let me go ahead and soak the firewood in charcoal fluid and that'll get it all fired up. No. All right. And you definitely don't put gasoline on it.
Yeah.
Because that's another dangerous thing. You don't want to ever do that. Take the time, if you're going to spend money on firewood, spend a little extra money to buy fire starters.
Yep.
Okay. You can buy them just about any hardware store, Walmart. They've got them there.
Oh, yeah.
And they got boxes of them.
Little log
and
things,
I normally get them, Daniel, if I plan on burning firewood for the season here at home. Okay, because I've got a nice fireplace there in the living room. In fact, it's right on the other side of the wall where you're sitting.
All right.
Okay, and I have sat out there on a number of chilly nights with a fire burning. And I will buy these fire starters by the case. And I carry a couple of those bricks with me in the RV.
Okay.
Never knowing when I'm going to have an opportunity to sit out by the fire and relax on a nice, cool night, cool, chilly night. All right. It takes a little while for the fire to get started, but once your fire gets started and you start feeding the fire, putting more logs on there, okay, you're going to have a fire that's going to last you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's to me is the best method to use in starting your fire. Now, there are some folks, too, that got these little torches. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, yeah, I've got one.
You've got one.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just bring it up?
Well, when we went to Cumberland Island, actually, Luke had a little fire starter, and he attached it to his little propane gas thing that he uses to cook his meals. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. It was like a little backpacking thing, and you just saying that reminded me of it. And yeah, that thing was like a blowtorch. Yeah, that was awesome. I had to get one of those after you.
That's another quick way to go ahead and get your fire started.
Yep.
All right. Now, here's another thing that I've learned a long time ago. All right. Now, I don't really consider this an accelerant, but it's something I read in a survival magazine. All right. If you run into a situation where your firewood is wet, all right, it's been out there and, you don't want to let it go to waste.
Right.
All right. What you can always do is carry with you in your RV or in your knapsack if you're tent camping.
Yep.
Carry with you a little bottle of Elmer's rubber cement.
Ah, okay.
It is highly flammable. And if you're ever in a survival type situation, or if you get, wet logs and, you want to go ahead and get them started.
Yeah.
You take that bottle and you pour that rubber cement over top of your logs, and your fire will start in a downpour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So, yeah, that's another possible method. But I am really hooked on the fire starters.
Yeah.
I make sure to carry a lot of matches with me too. I always got
In Boy Scouts, they only let you have one match. That was the rule. If you didn't get it started one match, you had to. Someone else had to light it.
Okay. And how many people ended up without a campfire that night?
No, I mean so it was like a bunch of us Boy Scouts, and so like one boy would try, and if he didn't get it, we would just go down the line until one of them did it. So it was kind of, you got lucky or whatever.
Yeah. Now, in my younger years, I don't want to say too young because, it was just a few years ago that I transferred from tent camping to RV life.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was doing the primitive lifestyle, I was carrying firewood with me all the time.
Yep, I remember
was carrying
that.
a trailer full of it. Okay?
I remember.
And of course, that was when I was camping nearby somewhere.
Right.
Because, and we talk about this all the time on the show and we promote it. And go to the website, don'tmovefirewood.org.
Mm-hmm.
It explains to you right there why you do not transfer firewood from one region to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got those ugly looking pests that are in those trees, okay? And they don't want them transferred from one region to the next.
Yeah.
Okay, because, they can destroy and they will destroy the tree, the
Yep.
growth and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So it's always a good point to go ahead and get your firewood anywhere locally you possibly can. But like you say, if you're in a tight situation and you just don't have the budget, yeah, go ahead. And if you got a nice day and you need some exercise, go out here, take a walk through the woods, and you just might find some down tree limbs and everything to get you through the night.
Yeah, that's what we like when we've been to FDR State Park, and when I was a kid, we would go to the deepest parts of the woods because people pick it out, and it was kind of like a Easter egg hunt, but for firewood, and we'd get as much wood as we could, and burn that, and that's what we did.
Well, did you carry a bag or something, a big garbage bag or something to put them all in?
I just in my arms.
Wow.
Yeah, sometimes it get itchy.
Yeah, you better believe you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't think you're going to find some of those mosquitoes on those tree limbs
yeah.
and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, that also reminds me too. You carry bug spray, don't you?
I try to. Yes.
Yeah. I always carry some bug spray with DEET.
Yep.
Right, and make sure I spray down, especially when I'm out there during the hot summer months.
We'd always have citronella candles out. Like if we were eating on the picnic table, we'd have a couple citronella candles.
Do they really work?
I don't know.
I've heard.
I don't know.
I've
It
heard
doesn't-
good
I
things.
don't-
I've
I
heard
don't know.
bad things
Yeah.
about them.
I don't know.
Yeah. And that's. But coming up here with the Grand Design Rally next year in late March.
Mm-hmm.
I told you they're going to have the Hawaiian theme to it.
Oh,
So
nice.
That will be an ideal time for me to bring a bottle of citronella and some tiki torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we
You're gonna
go.
talk about Hawaii? Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, there'll be some campfires out there as well. But this particular camping trip that I'm going on, Daniel, now the rally does not start until I think it's Thursday.
Okay.
I'm getting there Sunday.
Oh wow.
This is the first time I'm going to a Grand Design Rally and arriving early. Because
Pre-game.
I'm not going to sit back and watch everybody on Facebook saying, "Wow, hey, we're having a get together tonight. We're having a whiskey sipping event or something like that." And where's Skip? He's sitting at home.
Yep.
No, that's not going to happen. I will be there. Sadie's going to be there. It's going to be an ideal opportunity for me to get together and meet some more.
Oh
folks,
yeah.
who have Grand Design RVs and socialize with them. Now,
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't really paid too much attention to what the agenda is.
Yeah.
For this particular rally. But one of the things I've learned when I went down to both the Sega rally
Mm-hmm.
that you and I went to last year, late. It was
Earlier
early
this year.
spring. Okay.
It
Right.
seems like it's so long ago.
Right. Yeah. And
It was only in May.
Right. And of course, the Myrtle Beach rally that I did go to, that was last year.
Yeah.
All right. But one of the things that I really enjoy, Daniel, about these rallies is the opportunity to socialize.
Oh yeah.
That to me is the highlight of these rallies.
Yeah. I remember that one night I stayed up to about 3:00 in the morning with those people.
I don't know how you do that. Of course, I know
don't
you're a
It's
lot
the-
younger
it was
than me.
the atmosphere. It's just I don't know. It's something about the atmosphere that keeps you going.
Yeah.
But after you like say you're in a group of people and you're talking, you're having fun and everything. But once you go to the side to maybe go to the bathroom or something, and then you get out and you're like, oh boy, I'm tired. But when you have that energy around you, it motivates you to just hang out even more and
Right.
have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And I tell you, I didn't know what to expect when I went down to the Sega rally,
Yeah.
but we had a blast.
Yep.
We really did. And even the times when I didn't really feel like doing much of anything.
Yeah.
And you do get those moments when you get up there in your ages.
I've never gotten them.
Well, let me tell you what, sitting outside the RV and just taking everything in is
Yep.
just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, going down to the food truck too was a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun.
that was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to look forward to, and upcoming 2025, and I've got I'm looking forward to getting back up on Lake Lanier, Lake Allatoona.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wooded areas up there, so opportunities to bring some firewood one way or the other to your campsite.
Well, Rose told me that anytime you want to come out to California, she's got somewhere for you to, pitch your
Park my RV.
Yeah, park your RV. But we're flying out to San Francisco. She's picking us up, and she's taking us to like a house she owns, and she's going to let us borrow her Jeep. And it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing what she's doing for us. I'm just mesmerized
and
by
we were
how,
talking about
how
this right
nice she
before
was.
the show because Sunday I am leaving for Florida.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 5-hour drive down there, but I'm going to be down there an entire week. I will be coming back the following Sunday, and that's the day you're leaving, or Sunday or Monday.
Yep, Sunday.
So so you and I are going to be out of the studio for a couple weeks. All right, but I'll be posting some things on Facebook while I'm down in Florida.
I'll send you some photos from our adventures over there. We're thinking about maybe going to Reno because it's not that far away. And it's like Reno and Lake Tahoe. I've never been in that area. I've never been in Northern California, so I'm really excited. There's a lot of woods.
If Rose is not keeping you too busy down there, maybe it'd be a great opportunity for you to call into the show.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We talked about that here a few days ago. That might be a great opportunity.
What is that phone number? We never put the phone number out anymore. What was that?
The 404-537-2267. It's right down here at the bottom of the screen, Daniel.
Oh, of course it is.
404-537-CAMP.
Ah, okay.
I couldn't make it any more easier than that.
I know. What am I thinking?
But I mean, if anybody wants to go ahead and call that number, Daniel and I are not going to be answering the phone, but that's our Skype number that we've had for quite a long time. If you have a question, like us to address here on the program, comment about the show, give us a call. And just drop us a comment or your question. We're always looking for our viewers and our listeners to reach out to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay? So, but Daniel, I'm looking forward to my trip. I know you're looking forward to your trip.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have jet lag if you're flying all the way to San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, but you'll be okay. Yeah, but I want a full report when you get back.
Oh yeah,
so.
I can't wait. I'm really excited. I've seen pictures of Lake Tahoe in that area. And I'm just so excited. I love that area. It's such a difference from out here. It's just a whole new world.
Well, I hope the weather's going to be a little bit nicer for you out there.
Yeah. Well, they say it never rains in California.
Okay.
Southern California, though.
Well, you can have it. Just keep it out of Georgia.
Ah.
I don't need another rainy night in Georgia. You know what I'm talking about. Right now, Daniel, it's time for our featured campground of the week. And where's that? Right here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Happy Camper Radio.
Daniel, I've been spending the entire episode here talking about Florida.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm going to be focused this week on the state of Florida, the Sunshine State. We're going to take you down to the Camel Lake Campground. It's near Bristol, Florida. And this is a beautiful location. If you want to check it out, we're going to have a link to it all week long on happycamperradio.com. Beautiful photographs here. Camel Lake Recreation Area provides a quiet place to relax and take in the beauty and the longleaf pine forest. Camping, swimming, hiking, and boating opportunities are all available, focused on a crystal clear water of Camel Lake. Now, some of the campsites have electricity, and there's a bathhouse with flush toilets, and a day use area too. The campground host is always available, and those are wonderful folks, Daniel. They really are reaching out to anybody who has questions.
Yep.
If you want to find out what's going on locally nearby, they have the answers for you. I've always enjoyed talking with a campground host, no matter where I go camping. Day-use parking lots, picnic areas, and restrooms are accessible. The hours of operation through the summer are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and through the winter months from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So this is one of those extended campgrounds, that aren't always open for a short period of time, and then they close for about 6 months. Yeah, this is a place, if you want to head on down to Florida, and I'm going to have to actually look and see exactly where it is on the map down there, because it might be a place that I may consider in 2025.
Yeah.
A lot of activities, amenities. Check it out. And also make sure to read the know before you go items. There's a few of those, including bear and other animals do frequent the area.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so you got to keep your food.
And alligators, probably.
Yeah, alligators too. But you got to keep your food in one of those approved containers. They're bear-proof containers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was worried about alligators when we went down there to Port St. Joe, but they told me, no, they're on the other side of the lake.
Well, that's
okay,
good.
That's fine. I don't need them around here. Okay. But, hey, if you want to go down to Florida and look for a campground, here's an excellent opportunity for you to check out. It's near Bristol, Florida. It's the Camel Lake Campground. And it is our featured campground of the week. And that's right here on the Happy Camper Radio Show.
Skip and Daniel. HappyCamperRadio.com.
And as always, if you have a campground you'd like for us to feature on the program, Daniel and I would love to hear from you. Get in touch with me, Skip, SKIP, at HappyCamperRadio.com, or Sour to the People.
Yeah, actually, this is a place down in near Tampa. It was a brewery down in Tampa. Speaking of Florida, but Daniel at HappyCamperRadio.com.
He's got Florida on his mind, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's going to wrap up today's edition of the Happy Camper Radio Show. So glad to have you along with us, our wonderful and valued listeners.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel, it's going to be a couple weeks again before
Yep.
we're back in the studio, but
Well, that's stuff to talk about, that's for sure.
yeah, if we do happen to get you calling in from
Okay.
California, I might have to get a picture of you and put it right there behind
Okay.
the microphone.
Yeah, I like that.
Works. Remember, friends, every pet deserves a loving home. I want you to do exactly as I did. Visit your local shelter and adopt a pet today. We're on the web 24/7 at www.happycamperradio.com. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on X, and by all means, check us out on our YouTube channel. The Happy Camper Radio Show is a presentation of Skip Huber Productions. I'm Skip. I am a happy camper. Daniel is definitely a happy camper.
Hey.
And we're going to make a happy camper out of you. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Heidi. That's Sadie.
Happy Camper Radio.